Hello Gemini, welcome in. This is a general reading for Gemini for the month of October 2021. Because it's general, not everything may resonate, but just take what does and leave the rest behind. So as you can see, Gemini, I have a new setting here. The old setting is much farther away now, but it'll pop up from time to time, I'm sure. Another change is that we have the Sacred Traveler here that we're initiating the readings in for a time. Just working with this deck. So by Denise Lynn. So let's get you going and see where things are for you, Gemini, for October. Okay. Grounding. Go deep, explore your roots. Wow, that's a beautiful message right there. So a need to get settled, kind of understand where you're coming from, where you've come from, and where you're going is what I'm just hearing there now. So let's move into it, okay? I've meditated on your cards and already done a pre-shuffle. That was the Ace of Cups right on the bottom there as I started. So let's see where it goes for you, Gemini. Underlying energy, wow, the Two of Pentacles and the Empress, wow. And we have the Seven of Swords underneath that. So there may be some self-deception there going on. We have the Empress here. That's talking about self-care. So we'll see where this goes. You have a feeling of deception in the air. The Two of Swords coming up in your recent past. The Seven of Cups. And the King of Swords. Wow. So you have here, there's an Aquarian here, and we have the card of Taurus already. So there's someone here in the midst, if this is or is not you, Gemini, who is, you have a lot of choices, and you're down to two, and you feel blocked to be able to make any more decisions. You could have decision fatigue at this point. You're trying to be discerning through this. We have the Ten of Swords coming up in your present, the Four of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. Wow. So you have here definitely the feeling of a heavy burden of kind of betrayal, you know, heartache. It's being put down at this point, or you're ready to put it down, that's for sure. You seem to be holding steady, but with a feeling of lack and like you're not enough. There's definitely there's a need for grounding here, and that's why this is here. We have the Queen. We have a pair on the board now. The Queen of Swords coming up in your future, and the Nine of Swords, Gemini, that's your card coming up in the future, and then the Three of Wands is your final outcome. So let's get some clarification, because you seem to be moving through something that's creating anxiety. And it's hard to make that decision. So those decisions, sorry, I just didn't want to start flying things around here. So let's clarify the Two of Swords for you, Gem. Clarifying the Two of Swords. Now with the Ten of Swords present here and the Nine as well, you are the, one of the air signs who does a lot of thinking, and that can easily move into overthinking. So just saying that there is a way out here. Let's clarifying the two here. There we go. There's the Queen of Wands underneath the deck. We have the Death card, the Eight of Wands, and the King of Cups, clarifying the Two of Swords. There seems to be a decision here to be made, to be communicated. This is in your past position, someone whom you love and care for. It could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but there's been an ending, or there will be an ending. If this is playing out in the past, then it's likely that it already happened, but it's a transformative kind of, have to communicate the ending of something, and it's uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. You feel blocked. So I'd be surprised if you didn't make that decision, but clarifying the Seven of Cups. You seem to have been at a crossroads here where you had a lot of choices, and some of them more significant than others. It caused you a lot of grief. Clarifying the Seven of Cups for Gem. Clarifying the Seven of Cups for Gemini. Okay. Oh, you have 3 right there. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, the World card, and the Knight of Wands, clarifying the Seven of Cups. I feel like you've closed out a cycle of maybe, you know, this is they call this the player of the deck. It doesn't have to be this fire sign, this Knight of Wands. It can be just the activity of, yes, non-committal to a relationship, but it can be just the back and forth and in and out nature, the energy of going out and wanting to adventure a lot. You had a lot of choices in your past where you wanted to explore and you wanted to go on bold new adventures, and for some reason that needed to be, that was part of the decision to close out some sort of relationship so that you could explore and, you know, in some cases sow your oats, but you wanted to explore other avenues, other things, and so you did, and you took care of yourself. So I feel like you closed out. See, there's the heartbreak right there. I think it was difficult for whatever connection. I feel like you did close it out so that you could, you know, take care of yourself. That's what I'm hearing. So clarifying now the, yeah, there it is. The Three of Swords is coming up again. The King of Swords. This is the card of Aquarius. The King of Swords. Clarifying the King of Swords. Okay, this is the King of Pentacles has come up with the Eight of Swords, the Three of Swords, and then the Page of Wands coming up to clarify the King. So it could be someone who is younger than you, who inspired you, but I feel like you felt really stuck and in pain about having to close this situation out for whatever it is. There's an earth sign popping up here. I have the sense that that's you, Gem. Just you were feeling secure and stable, but you had this, you know, you had this going on in your head where you felt really, really stuck. You were in pain and not ready, so you seem to have closed out, or, you know, it was closed out for you in this scenario in your past. Yeah, you kind of distanced yourself from your heart. You had to separate from your heart. I think you cared about this person or the situation where it deeply affected you, but you were, and I say deeply affected you, but you separated from your heart to actually make the decision, which is what the King of Swords does. Just looking for the truth and moving away from the heart space to be able to do that and making a rational decision with your mind. So, and there's your wish fulfillment there. So let's, you took care of yourself is the bottom line there. Ten of Swords, clarifying the Ten of Swords. We've moved into your present now. Clarifying the Ten of Swords. Clarifying the Ten of Swords. Okay. Clarifying the Ten of Swords. One more. So we have the Five of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Hanged Man to clarify the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is the ending of a cycle of, you know, thinking real long and like over a very painful thought process, And it's clear here someone has given it some real ardent thought and considered all the options. There's conflict here. There seems to be, this could be around a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sag, or just someone who exudes a lot of confidence. A visionary type person, can be an entrepreneurial spirit. But there's someone here whom there's arguments and strife, and it goes right into your head, Gem, as you know, air signs tend to do. They take it up there to process it over and over. So you seem to have done that, and it could be that you've gotten some perspective, or you're getting some perspective at this time to try to work through this. Self-care is really evident here. There seems to be, with the presence of the Seven of Swords, and there's the Devil card coming up here, there's an obsession going on with you, Gem. Absolutely. You're kind of sabotaging yourself in this. I see that. Or there's someone who has, deceived you, and that is, and of course, that gets in your head, and there's a disbelief. A disbelief is the word I just heard for someone there. The Four of Pentacles is in the heart of your reading. Let's clarify that for Gemini. Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles for Gemini. Clarifying the Four of Pentacles for Gemini. Okay. Oh, we got two here. Clarifying the Four of Pentacles. Clarifying the Four of Pentacles. Okay. There's the Knight of Pentacles underneath. So to clarify the Four of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Cups. The King again has appeared, the King of Swords, and then the Two of Pentacles, clarifying the Four. So the holding on and kind of clamping down, feeling secure with your decisions, not really looking at any options at this point, but because I feel like you're considering what options you have. There's a decision to be made here with it. You're juggling a number of things, which is, so you're kind of holding off, holding on or holding off, holding on or holding off, holding off. There's someone here in the mix, and it could be this king. There could be a king here for somebody that's appearing here. This is the card of Aquarius. Let's see who the players are. We have Aquarius here. We have Pisces. We have Scorpio, and the earth signs or the water signs. We have Libra and Taurus. So you seem to be wanting to see what your options are, is what I'm hearing. Just you're in your head to try to figure out a path to your wish fulfillment, either person, place, or thing. And I think you need, there's a stubbornness. I just got this, stubbornness. You're a little trapped in your head, a little trapped in your head. Again, a quality of the air signs. That I share with you. Getting trapped in your head, kind of ruminating just a little too long, and getting kind of mired in that and stuck in that. There's some conflict around you. There's some people who feel interfering to you. The Knight of Pentacles underneath. Maybe you're slowly but surely you're kind of taking one step at a time through this time. Let's move to the Five of Pentacles here. Moving to the Five of Pentacles. Clarifying the Five of Pentacles for Gem. Clarifying the Five of Pentacles for Gem. Okay. Clarifying the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so you have the Knight of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Emperor, clarifying the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is feeling a sense of lack, being left out in the cold. You have someone here, this card of Aries, you have someone here, if this isn't you, who is in, who there's anger around this person or this situation. There's anger. There's a feeling of lack, not having enough, not being enough, and there's a feeling of being taken advantage of, and this is really clear. This is you feel taken advantage of, like someone's manipulating you, or perhaps you them. You could be making moves here that aren't so good for the situation. I'm just saying that it goes both ways, but I do feel like this is someone in your midst who is creating this creating this conflict, and overstepping their bounds is what I'm getting. And this is causing you to want to clamp down and just hold steady while you work through this, while you're trying to work through this. There's some anger here. Someone is impulsively wanting to burst out and just give them a piece of your mind. I think this is you. You're wanting to give them a piece of your mind and point out where they've taken advantage of this situation. There's no winner with the Five of... This is a very manipulative card. There's no winner here. You know, nobody comes out on top. You know, you may win the battle, but you've lost the war. So, but yeah, there's a feeling of wanting to stay in control here, and there's someone who is trying to control the situation, and you're not having it. You're just not having it. So, so let's move, and there's the defense right there with the Seven of Wands. Yeah. Whatever, it's got you embroiled. So there's a lot that's going on, Gem. Let's clarify the Queen of Swords here. Clarifying the Queen of Swords. Okay. Clarifying the Queen of Swords. For Gemini. Clarifying the Queen of Swords. Okay, so you have the King of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords to clarify the Queen. Queen of Swords is the card of Libra, and the King could be an Aries. So now I'm seeing here that there may be an Aries present here. Because this is both, or it could be a Leo or Sagittarius, but I got this hit of Aries, perhaps because of the Emperor. But this is around foundational. There's something foundational here. It could be a family situation where you can't really get away from that. You feel kind of stuck and mired in it because it's family. Can't necessarily always walk away from those situations, of course. But there's a blocking going on here. You're either blocking people or they're blocking you. There's manipulation and strife. I see that you have the power of the Queen of Swords in your pocket here. And this is an indication of someone who's being discerning and taking a real hard look at who the players are and what is going on. And what the problem may be, which the Geminis are just, you're beautiful at that, at seeing really, really clearly what the big picture is with people, especially in conflict, because you do visit you're in your mind a lot, and you don't strategize the demise of some situation, but you do look for all the possibilities, just like you are the child of the tarot deck, which speaks to the joy and inspiration, but it also speaks to the openness of your ability to see a big picture and see and work for the greater good. So so let's keep going. And there's the Seven of Swords again. So there's some kind of deception that's going on here, and it's active. It's come up, here in the underlying energy, and it's surfacing again here, and there's the Five of Swords and all that stuff. So here's the Nine of Swords here. Let's clarify the Nine of Swords for Gemini. Clarifying the Nine of Swords. Clarifying the Nine of Swords for Gemini. Okay. Clarifying the Nine of Swords. Clarifying the Nine of Swords for Gemini. So you have the Seven of Cups coming up again, and the Seven of Pentacles, as well as the High Priestess, to clarify the Nine of Swords here. So the Nine of Swords is about anxiety and something that's keeping you up at night. It's on your mind all the time, and it has a destructive quality about it as far as your peace of mind. Absolutely. There's the Temperance card indicating that there is a divine providence that is working in your favor, just so you recognize that. You have the High Priestess here and the Seven of Pentacles indicating that you are keeping quiet about how you feel about a situation, what your moves are. You have choices here, that's clear. You've had choices the whole time. But I think that you're being real quiet about that, about those choices, and just keeping it to yourself. I think you've put some seeds out there, and you're kind of waiting for their fruition. That's clear. You have the Three of Wands, which we're going to clarify next. So you have put some seeds, you're biding your time, you're feeling patient. Well, I wouldn't say you're feeling patient, but you're being patient. I see there's some moment here of anger and retaliatory action coming from somebody here. Arguments, all that kind of stuff. But I see that you are in a place in the near future where you're keeping yourself as calm as possible, looking at your options again, and just being patient, knowing it's gonna shift. Let's move to your final outcome of the Three of Wands. Clarifying the Three of Wands for Gemini. Okay. Clarifying the Three of Wands. Beautiful. Clarifying the Three of Wands. Clarifying the Three of Wands. Okay, whoops. So we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Ten of Cups coming up to clarify the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is, as I say, you've sown some seeds here and you're being patient because you have something on the horizon here that you're waiting to come in. You're waiting for your ships to come in. And in the meantime, I think that the truth of it is that you know what it is that's going to make your happy home. You have the truth of it. The truth has come out about either how you feel, they feel, whatever that situation is. There's a brand new, beautiful beginning that is landed right in your final outcome here. And it includes the Ten of Cups. So you're going to have wishes fulfilled, absolutely. I think you're getting really clear about what it is that you're looking for, either in a relationship, a situation, a dynamic, a home life, whatever that is. It's amazing that you have this, and you just keep working toward that with the presence of your Eight of Pentacles here. You're working to that end. You're absolutely working to that end. It's just a beautiful ending to the reading. There's the Hierophant as well. So you could be being guided spiritually. This is also a card of commitment. You may be ready to commit to someone at this point in your journey. So now we're going to move to the Wisdom of the Oracle to see what other input may be coming out for you, Gem. Can I get a card for Gemini? Get a card for Gemini. Okay. Go the distance. Yes, that's biding your time and going the distance, doing what it takes. That is a 47. There we go. Breaking down to an 11. Where's my book here? 47. Oops. What I'm doing there. There we go. Yeah, go the endurance, strength, the long haul. So going the long haul, just hanging in there. This is this indication right there. I think you know what it is that you're looking for, know what choices are in front of you, and you put some seeds out there and you're waiting. You're just in the endurance and going the distance with doing whatever you have to do is what I'm getting. And I will mention here that the grounding here, go deep, explore your roots. That's an indication of knowing what it is that you want and keeping your eye on that prize is absolutely part of the grounding experience. Just get in there and understand with using the Four of Swords here. to take a journey within and understand, solidify what it is that you're wanting here. And yeah. So I hope that's helpful, Gemini. And if you enjoyed the reading, please do like, share, subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you again here next time. And until then, take care. Bye.